Good morning. I was just thinking about, Thanksgiving coming up and all the nuances and obstacles, challenges that could be facing several people. So whether you're raw, high raw, vegan, maneuvering through the holidays with family could be challenging. So there's some ground rule things that I just want to share. May or may not help you. But one is communicate. So whether you're going to someone else's house or you're going to try and do it at your own, communicate to your loved ones, your friends. Let them know what you're eating, how you're eating. Sometimes even letting them know how it's affecting your life for the better. I mean, being raw and high raw for me isn't a secret. People are going to have their opinions. They're all going to throw the protein card out there or whatever other vitamin of the week they want to complain that you're not getting. It's not a secret, and I let everyone know how I eat and what I'm doing. So especially at a holiday that is so wrapped around food, you gotta communicate. Now this year, well, every year, I have it at my house and my kids all come with their spouses, significant others. And so we are having all the traditionals. I did enlist them to make some of their favorites to try and take that burden of cooking those foods off of my hands. And of course, my kids all know how I eat. And so I'm going to be doing a high raw Thanksgiving, and I'll be making me some non-processed vegan meal, non-processed food vegan. Like I'm roasting some vegetables in the oven for me. I'll probably have some kind of potato, but without sour cream and all that stuff. I'm going to make a raw vegan brownie. I think that's about it. But, they're going to have all their traditional stuff. And then we're just going to try and focus on playing games and having a good time together. So that brings me to point number 2, is be prepared. So yeah, I'm having it at my house, but I'm going to have some food I'm comfortable eating. That's on my plan, that's on my path, that's part of my life, ingrained in me. I don't have to eat turkey, I don't have to eat gravy, I don't have to eat all that stuff because I'm going to have my food. If you're going to someone else's house, again, you communicate, you let them know how you're eating, you find out what their meal plan's going to be, and then you say, hey, I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to bring a few things that fit into the way I eat. And you're all welcome to have some. I just want to make sure there's stuff there I can eat. So plan. Make sure you have something in place that you can eat. If you want to eat with everybody, eat with everybody. You don't have to go without. Or there is option 3, is you don't go to dinner, you don't have it at your house, and you go to someone else's house after they've eaten. That way you can just be part of the games and the fun. Maybe take you some grapes or something, so when they're having their dessert, you've got something to munch on. So that way you can still be part of the family or your friends. And the last thing, which to me is really the most important, because I do fine cooking the meals for everybody. It's the cleanup and the leftovers that trip me up. So what I'm doing is I'm going to make sure I'm going to keep a plate for my husband. I'm going to make sure the leftovers leave my house, because I can't have that stuff sitting around where it's going to be calling my name. You know, I'm raw since June. I've been a vegan for a year and a half, but I still have problems with certain foods, like mashed potatoes, like cheesy vegetables. Those are difficult for me to pass up. So if I don't have it in the house, I won't eat it. So leftovers, if that's going to trip you up, get it out of the house. You don't need it in there. You don't need to have that sitting around to tempt you. Sorry, I have to keep switching my phone because I have to hold it and it hurts my arm after a while. Anyway, so just a few things that may or may not help you in planning for Thanksgiving. So communicate, have your food ready, get rid of the leftovers, and just enjoy being with family and friends. Have a good time. Don't stress the food. Don't stress about it. It ain't worth it. Because you know what? The next day, life's going to be back to normal. The next day, life's going to be back to normal. The next day, life's going to be back to normal. And you'll be back to eating your food. If, by chance, I'm not going to say you're going to, because you're strong. You're not going to trip up. But let's just say you do. Let's say you eat something that you shouldn't have. Just make sure the next thing you eat is back on plan. Don't forget to exercise. That's going to make a world of difference in how you're feeling during these holidays. Don't skip the walk. Get the walk in early if you have to. Get the walk in late if you have to. Don't skip it. Because for me, if I skip a day, I skip several days. I can't miss a day. But plus it just makes me feel better. It makes a difference in how I eat even. Because when I'm walking for my health, I'm eating for my health. Everything I do revolves around me being the best version of myself. So I just hope that helps you. Maybe things you already know, but just know that I'm here for you. I encourage you to be strong, make a plan, communicate. You do you. Y'all have a great, blessed day. Go raw or go home.